Hello, sports movie fans, and welcome to Locker Room Flicks Podcast. I'm Frank Sullivan, and with me is my uncle, Frank Darling. Frank, what's going on?
How you doing there, Frank? Looking good today. Looking good.
Yeah, I'm doing well. Hanging out, just packing up on the weekends, you know.
Woo-hoo-hoo, boy.
For those who, I don't know if I've mentioned it on the podcast, I'm going to be moving into a bigger house, so packing up everything we own is quite an ordeal.
It certainly is. Yeah.
We did last week. We did the basement and some of the stuff in the hutch that you only break out.
Right.
And it was kind of easy, but you have to go through it all and make sure it's all boxed up and.
No, you're right. I know. I mean, when we moved from Ansonia, we missed that 40, 50 bags of stuff we threw out. Just going through it. We're throwing out extra boxes, extra things we don't need. It just,
I've been trying because we have central air in the new place.
Right.
I've been trying to. I got like 7 air conditioners.
Do you really?
I have.
Wow,
I got old ones that
yeah.
You just kind of like. I got a new one. I didn't. I think I bought a brand new one this past year for the bedroom.
Right. Yep.
Which we're gonna take that one with us, and then one other good one because the basement doesn't really have central air. Bottom area, but the rest of it's so.
Right. I understand.
So and again, it's down, so it doesn't really get too hot in the basement.
No.
So we're going to take 2 of them with us, but I've been selling them on Facebook Market, trying to sell them off. And
good for you. That's good.
I sold like 2 the other day.
Excellent, man.
And trying to sell the chicken coop. That's going to be a big one.
The chicken coop.
But how's everything over there with you? Everything good? What do I see? You got your lightsabers, huh? What are you making again?
Oh, Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren lightsaber you're making?
Yes, the last one. That's a, like I said, it's very complicated. There was got to be, let's see here, I don't know, 30 pieces to it.
Oh my God, that's from the
and
so the 3D printer will print each one individually. That's right.
Yes, individually. Yes.
Do you have how are you coming up with this? Like the design? Is it like something you find on? That's cool.
That's one piece. Yes, I go online and I go to a place called Thingiverse. It's called Thingiverse, and you can go on to a lot of different ones. But I go on there, and these are free ones I'm getting. These are free STL files that I get.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
I load them into my system, and it prints out each one. You got to do them separately, of course, but yeah. But they're free. But you remember now, you can't sell these or nothing like that because you don't have the rights to. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
You can't. But there's people that sell them though. No, sell like lightsabers that are really, 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 really nice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the file. But they're like it's not bad. They're like $6 or $5. I just don't get into that. There's tons of them to find. Kylo Ren was tough to find. This was one of the unless you paid for it, but it worked out good. So I've been waiting to do this one because it's a lot of work. So.
Yeah. It's definitely, and it's a cool lightsaber too.
Yeah. Remember, I got to put it all together, and I got to make sure I do it right. So,
Do you have Darth Maul's is the next one you should do?
Darth Maul, that's a good point. You're right. That'll be the next one. Yes, Darth Maul. Very similar lightsaber.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know? What was a side note? Do you know whose birthday it is today?
Whose?
Robert Redford's birthday.
Robert Redford's back in the picture after last week in The Natural.
I was listening to my show this morning, and then they were talking about they were going through horoscopes, and they were talking about whose birthday it was today, and it was Robert Redford's, and I forget who the other person was.
Wow, that's crazy.
And I was like, considering we just did 2 of his movies, you got to give him a happy birthday to Robert Redford.
Wow, that's wild.
Because we know you.
Quick.
Yeah.
Good. No, man.
No, I was going to say, because we know he's listening.
Yes.
Shout out to Robert Redford.
I wanted to tell you, the other day, 3 people have died on that day. The King, Elvis Presley, the Babe Ruth, and the Queen of Aretha Franklin.
When?
On the 16th, they all died on that date. Imagine that.
Oh.
So Aretha Franklin, Babe Ruth, and Elvis Presley. Pretty good. That's a pretty good group there.
Yeah. That's nuts.
Linda was telling me that today. So.
Have you been hearing rumors about the Blind Side?
That's horrible. That's horrible. It's
what's the deal? Is it's saying that it's the profits from the movie or something they were keeping, or?
Remember, you got to remember too. I'm glad everybody's listening because I'm going to tell you my side of it. But what I had read is that you got to remember too. The Tuohys were rich. They didn't need the money.
Correct. Yeah.
They didn't need any of that money. Okay. Number one, basically what they did is everybody got paid. It was just like a base thing, and that was it.
Yeah.
That was it. I think they got 2.5% of the
thing,
but that was
granted,
it.
I know they have money, right?
Yeah.
However, it's still like you're still allowing them to chronicle your life, and it's ultimately they cast the Tuohys, and it's like right. I don't see why they can't get a cut of the film.
I agree, but I think everybody did. I think he got some money. They all did. What he did with it, that's his story. But he says it wasn't that whole thing. It was just, it was. And then you hear what they're trying to do? They want to take away the Oscar.
Oh, from her.
Sandra Bullock, she's an actor.
Yeah.
She's an actress. She's not the person.
It was funny,
that's
too.
Stupid.
Because I was hearing, even Michael Orr, they were interviewing him. He was just saying how, she's like, she has nothing to do with, she's just an actor. She, I don't know why anyone would say to take the thing away from her. I was like, it's so stupid.
And, Michael Orr, the life he had, if, they didn't do anything, who knows where Michael would have been today. And if you're listening, Michael, think
and
about
we know you are.
Yeah, we know you are. I like that. And you know what? I hate to say it, by doing this with this, that's going to shy a lot of people that can help people to do it. Now they're going to say, you know what? Nah, I'm not going to waste my time. Good. It's a sad thing. It's sad. I don't know what his problem is. I think, who knows? Maybe he blew all his money.
I was going to say, it's not like he didn't make his own money. You know what? It's funny. I think it just so happened that he came out with a book on around the same time.
He did.
Because it just came out, I think.
I know. Where's the money from that? You know what I'm saying? Come on. I mean, I don't know. I just think it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Those people bent over backwards for him. That's horrible. Sorry. That's my opinion.
No, it's fun. I had to bring it up because
I'm glad you did
the movie not too long ago, and I was like, it's just kind
of interesting. I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
We're going to do.
But we're not here to talk about that movie. We're here to talk about The Cutting Edge.
Cutting Edge.
Break it down for me.
I will. All right. So the podcasters pitched The Cutting Edge. Mm-hmm. It was released in March 27th, 1992.
I was 3, by the way.
Was it 93?
No, it was 92, but I was 3 years old.
Oh, you were 3? You can't believe that. I can remember how young you were.
I want to age you a little bit, yeah.
Oh, my God. It was 102 minutes.
Wasn't Maria born 91? Or 92?
92. No, 92. Right? I don't know. 92.
Sorry.
It's 92 and 82. It's Robert's 82. She's 92. Yeah. Now you're quizzing me.
Now I'm really eating you, yeah.
It was 102 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
Opening weekend, once again, not bad for 92. 4.4 million. It grossed 25 million worldwide, but still not bad.
Not too much.
Directed by Paul Michael Glazer, as I don't know if you know who that is. That's Starsky and Hutch.
Yes, I did see that. Yep.
Yes.
Never seen any of
the
stuff.
That's a while.
I've never even seen because they remade that with Ben.
They remade it, which
Ben Stiller,
was actually pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah. Starring D.B. Sweeney as Doug Dorsey,
mm-hmm.
Moira Kelly as Kate Mosley, Roy Dotrice as Anton Pamchenko, and Terrio Quinn as Jack Mosley. This is the synopsis for this is a temperamental figure skater and an arrogant former hockey player attempt to win the Olympic gold medal as a figure skating pairs team. You watched it on Tubi, it looks like.
Yep.
I watched it on Roku.
Roku. Okay.
Didn't cost us. It
it was free for us too. I cut out that part. I don't think this movie won any awards.
No, I don't think so. No, it didn't. It actually did pretty well, believe it or not. But let's get to the most important part. I'm sorry you don't sing like your wife does, but and I'm not going to sing.
Good.
But Frank's 5 fun facts. So what do you got for me today?
All right. So this was, again, there wasn't too much facts on this one. But so neither D.B. Sweeney nor Moira Kelly knew how to skate before making the film. After auditioning and convincing the producers they were right actors for the role, they spent the next 3 months learning how to figure skate. So that goes to their training. 3 months.
Which is pretty impressive when you think about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was.
Very impressive, yeah. Fact number 2, so DB and Moira Kelly made a deal with each other to not do a sequel without each other. They had been offered a script to a possible sequel, but Sweeney said that the script was terrible and the money offered was insanely low. Since then, a direct-to-movie sequel and 2 other TV movie sequels have been made without their involvement.
Right. Yes.
So for those who actually watched this movie, I wrote these down. I don't know if did you look up any of the other ones?
Yeah, I think. Go ahead.
So they're all called The Cutting Edge, and then one's called Going for the Gold.
Right.
The other one's called Chasing the Dream, and the other one's called Fire and Ice.
Fire and Ice. Yeah.
Fire and Ice.
Hey, we should did it.
I mean, he made 4 other ones. So
yeah.
Well, 3 other ones, I should say.
Throw them on the list.
That's good though that they kind of agreed to not do it.
I agree totally with you.
Fact number 3: Moira Kelly fractured her ankle during the jump in the first week of shooting.
That's
I know. Fractures too. It was awful. This forced all skating scenes to be pushed towards the end of the shoot, while she wore a cast for a month.
Wow.
That's crazy because like some movies film for 2 to 3 months.
Oh yeah, sure.
And then she spent her You know what I mean?
Yep.
I saw another note that they moved her around using like a little hand truck.
That's what I heard. Kind of funny.
I mean, it's not like they make wheelchairs at all, but sure.
I know.
A hand truck will work.
Oh my god, that's funny.
All right, so my next 2 facts are going to be more about the professionals that were actually in the movie.
Okay.
The background. Good. I know some of us. I didn't recognize any of them. I don't know. I know you and I know Linda watched ice skating. Did she recognize anybody in the film?
Yeah, we recognized 2 of them. I didn't know who the other one was. If this is what you're going to say.
Christine and Doug. Christine, Hugh, and Doug Ledret, who played the Russian pairs team, our figure skating pair real team representing Canada.
From Canada, right?
Yeah, they their best season was the 87-88, where they won the 87 Skate Canada International and went on to win a national title as well. Right. In February '88, they represented Canada at the Winter Olympics in Calgary, ranked 8th in both segments overall.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to win anything.
Oh, I know. Especially when you go up against the great '88 too. I'm trying to think. It was who was skating around that time.
Oh, that's what
it was. Tanya Harding was a little. Was that before or after?
What's that? 36 years ago? Yeah. 88. That could have been about that time. Yeah. I don't know.
Actually, I have to look that up later on
because they're up. Yeah.
We did Tanya.
Did you? They're in their 50s now, aren't they? Those guys, those people.
I think so.
50s. Yeah. Might be.
Well, let's whatever. We'll move on. So my last fact. So some of the commentators are and reporters are actually U.S. Figure skating stars. Judy Bloomberg, right. Who plays one of the national and Olympic commentators, was an U.S. ice dance champion and Olympic medalist. JoJo Starbuck, the blonde interviewer who is at ringside when Kate and Doug come off the ice, what was a U.S. pairs champion.
Pairs champion.
Yeah, in the 1970s, and there was quite a few people in the movie.
Yeah, Robin Cousins too. He was in it too. He was one of the announcers, I think, or something.
Was he? Yeah.
Yeah, the commentator or announcer. Yeah. Yeah, I knew that. I knew him.
You knew him, yeah.
Face. Yeah, I knew by the face. Yeah. JoJo Starbuck. I heard of her. I didn't remember her though, but I did know it. Yeah. Oh, those were good. That was all 5, or yeah?
Yeah, that was all 5. Yep.
Put those together. There's not much there, so.
No, I know.
Yeah, so this was interesting. This movie,
very interesting. So this was the first time we both seen this. I've never seen this movie. You've never seen this movie, correct?
No, I never have. Linda has.
Oh, she has.
Yep, and every woman I know has. So I've never seen it.
It's an ice skating love story.
He's been in a lot of stuff, though. I'm not going to go.
DB?
Yeah.
I recognized him, but he wasn't really in anything. Was he in anything too big? No.
He's really not a main actor, but if you look at what he's been in, you know the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Just that he's done a lot of stuff. And I guess Moira Kelly was in something, for a long time, a series or something.
I didn't recognize really any of these actors and actors.
Him I did, but yeah. Terry O'Quinn, you know who he is. He's in
Lost. That's what I know him
from. Yeah, he's in Lost, but he's in all kinds of stuff. He's in all kinds of stuff, yeah. And Roy Dotrice, the guy that plays Anton Pamchenko, he was actually in 2 episodes of Game of Thrones. I don't know. He played Harlan. I don't know who he is in the movie. I'm sure we know who it is if we've seen it, but he's been in all kinds of stuff too. Once again, he's a B actor, but he's in different parts. He's done a whole bunch of movies.
Yeah.
But there's no Academy Awards here. I mean, but
no. So yeah, the actor. Yeah, they were kind of. This was I enjoyed the movie. I gotta say.
I did. It was.
Would you watch it again? Probably not.
Probably not. I put on here. There was too much yelling and fighting for me. I
know. I gave it to you. Like I said, I've never seen her in anything else really, but she was great as that character. She just played
no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Yeah, she played a bitch.
Yeah. She stuck up. I was kind of confused because I don't know. I was trying to look it up. When they go to her house, there was a sign. I don't know if you saw it. It said Greenwich.
Yeah, it's Connecticut.
So I didn't know if because they filmed it in
Ontario.
Canada. Yes.
Yeah, Ontario.
So I don't know if they were supposed to make it.
I think that was Connecticut. I really do, because that's a rich area. I bet you that's what they meant to.
That's kind of.
If you look at one of the license plates, it's a Connecticut plate.
Was it?
I don't know if it's a mistake or what, but hey, was that ice rink awesome, man?
Yeah, no, that was cool. That was cool. Yeah. She had a the ice skating rink and.
Yeah, well, they don't mention. You think about this. Do they really mention Canada at all? No. They never mentioned Canada in the whole movie because it's not in Canada. It was supposed to be. It was in Minnesota. That's where he's from.
Yeah, that's where he's from, Minnesota.
But all the scenes were from Canada. It was so weird, but that part of it. Well, if you didn't know, it doesn't matter. But I'm just saying. But yeah, Canada's never mentioned in it. So, but that's where it was filmed, which makes sense.
No, they mentioned Germany.
Yeah, they did.
Did you maybe the first opening scene?
Yes.
He's sleeping with the German girl. Because she's speaking German to him.
Oh, yes.
So I was like, did they put her up to that? Because they end up facing Germany in the hockey team.
And he scores the goal. And then they do, once again, what you can't do.
Yeah, blind.
3 of them smashed them. You can't do that. You can't do that in that kind of playing. They would have threw those guys right out. In the NHL, they would have got away with it, but they would have. That's why I hate seeing stuff like in movies like that, which it's not real. Anything that's Olympic or U.S., you can't do that stuff. But whatever. So they banged him all up. It made the movie, I guess, and it screwed his eyeball up. It messed him all up with his sight. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he had a blind side.
Yeah, exactly. We're back to blind side again.
Back to the blind side again. Which means he's okay to work in a steel mill, though.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure you can see your surroundings.
Oh my God, that's funny. Yeah. Now, we never did League of Their Own yet. Okay, the League of Their Own. We never did it. But Moira Kelly was casted as the younger. Well, if we ever do it, you'll understand it. Moira Kelly was casted as a younger sister of Gina Davis.
Oh, really?
But her injury stopped her from the role. Maybe when she got hurt in the.
I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she got hurt in this show, the movie.
Yeah, she did.
That's why. Yeah.
Actually, that one's coming up on the next baseball.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I was just funny if that was in there.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know. Remember when he was doing the costume thing? Paul Michael Glaser. I didn't pick it up. He makes a cameo. I didn't notice it. I wasn't really paying attention to it. He makes a cameo. He's one of the costume designers.
So, really? That's funny.
Yeah, he got in there. That's cool.
He got his moment.
Yeah.
Well, let me see here. Go ahead. You go first. Go ahead.
No, the only thing I was disappointed with, the skating scenes, I have it written down here. It showed the skates only in most parts. That's all it did. It never showed really anything. I was really disappointed.
It never
really was that way.
It never showed really them. Like it almost like they did a lot of training, but it could have been anybody doing the skating.
I mean, when they were in the competitions, they showed everybody else. I admit they're probably real skaters, the other people.
Yeah.
But still, that was the only part I didn't like. I don't want to see their feet. I want
to see them. And even I even wrote down for their first competition, the first time we see them actually skate together, it wasn't a long scene.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't it was like we saw longer scenes in Blades of Glory with them skating.
We did.
But sure, I mean there was a lot of skating in this movie.
Yes, there was.
Even like the training montages of them, working out. I thought that was really cool.
That was wild, man.
Yeah, a lot of running.
That's tough work, Frank. That's tough work, man. How about when they did the little hockey thing?
Oh, with the she hits him with the puck.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
that was cool. I enjoyed that. It's basically, Frank. Let's face it. It's basically a love story. That's what it is. It's all.
Yeah,
it's all about that.
It's a love story.
It really is. It's a love story.
So Linda rewatching it again.
Yeah.
I'm sure she hasn't seen it in years.
A while. Yeah.
Was it as good as she remembered it? Was it corny? Was it like, this is.
No, she liked it, but I thought when we were coming down to like the last 12 minutes, I'm saying to myself, come on, let's go, do something here, get on the ice. That's the only part of it. It was a little sleepy at times.
It dragged a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, man, they were going at it the whole time.
Oh, I know. That was what it was. It was just them just berating each other, just going at it back and forth.
And I like my favorite character, like I said, just a lot of times you have it listed, was Anton. I like the Russian guy. I thought he was.
The Russian guy?
Yeah, I thought he was cool in it. So
nice.
Yeah. He kept them together, really, if you think about it,
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
The best, not one of the best scenes, but a good scene was when he's like, goes in there and he's like, maybe it's not the male. He's like, maybe it's your.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not male. It's she's that's the issue. That's the problem.
Yeah, I like that one. You're right.
Forget her skating ability. It's the fact that she's a stuck up, spoiled that doesn't really work well with others.
You're exactly what they say. It was like 6 guys or something. I mean, yeah. That's when that's when I'm watching Linda saying, "Well, she's the problem."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what I was thinking too, in that what I wrote down was that I didn't. Here it is. Did she really want to win a gold at this point in the movie, or did her father? That's the way I looked at it. It was almost like it was for him. That must happen a lot in that sport.
I wrote that down too, and at the end, it was kind of like
they push kids. This is every sport. It's never mind. It's almost every sport. I'm talking about at that level. I'm not talking about playing softball. But I'm talking at a lot of those levels, they push those people so hard, those gymnasts, skaters. We don't realize how much they go through, these people. They
put their bodies are shot by,
Look at how many times they fell on the ice there, man.
Oh, I know.
And that's real. That's not fake.
There's no give on the ice.
Not at all.
I wrote down the dude Doug was just having sex with everybody, huh? I was like, holy shit, man. And I was like, he's just.
Well, he was a gentleman that night when she got drunk.
Yeah, we all saw that coming.
But she still wanted it, so he went to the other chick.
Immediately, right away.
Yeah, he was a good boy, but hey. Let me see what else we got here.
I had one of the other scenes I liked.
What do you got?
When he gave her the hockey jersey as like a Christmas gift.
Oh, the golden jet, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. It's just something
that was cool.
He's like, "What do I give the girl that has everything?"
Yeah, exactly right. I agree totally. Yeah.
So I like that scene.
I did a little homework on the skates.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you realize figure skates. I know you don't.
Different from hockey. Yeah.
Yeah, figure skates are made more because they have the. I didn't realize they use the ridges on the front to jump to push off. I didn't know that. I had no idea. The ridges have
the toe pick, whatever.
Very good toe pick. Yeah, I didn't realize they use those to jump up. That's how they get their height and everything. They go off that thing. You can't do that in regular skates. I mean, you can't do that on hockey skates. And hockey skates are made more for quick movements and things like that and strength. He says they were saying a figure skate got hit by a puck, probably break your ankle or break your foot.
Really?
Because they're not made that way. The hockey
I guess that makes sense. Nice.
It's pretty cool though. But if you're going to learn how to skate, you learn on figure skates. Much easier.
Yeah, we in high school they had us like a freshman year.
Right.
In gym class, we had we ice skated for like a month. It might have been less than that. Yeah. That's why I first ice skated for it. It wasn't bad. It's like rollerblade.
How'd you do?
Did pretty well.
Can you skate now?
Yeah, I can skate. I did. We went in I don't want to say the middle of the pandemic. But it had to be 2021 maybe.
Oh really?
We took my nephews and we went ice skating in one of the rinks in cool. Trumbull area. It's fun. Yeah. It's you can't do it for too long because eventually your ankles get kind of sore. But
it's tiring, man. People don't realize it.
Yeah, no, it is. It's but it's fun. I like it.
Yeah, I know. I guess DB Sweeney, he did most of the skating in the show.
Really?
Yeah, he did most of his own stunts, almost 90% of them. Yeah, he did.
I was going to say, I wonder. I was going to ask that. I wonder if they had a lot of stunt.
She had her own stunt double, even though before she had broke her ankle. So the stunt double did a lot of the stunts in there, but he did most of them by himself. Yeah. So he picked up on it.
The boyfriend that she had.
Right.
He's an actor. He's been in a few other things. He plays. Yeah. You know what he was in?
What was he in?
He was in Field of Dreams.
He was. That's right. He's the father.
Plays the father, John. Yeah, John.
Yes,
John
I knew his face. Now I know where he's from. Yeah, I've seen him in other stuff too.
He played that role though pretty well though.
He did. Hey, Dad.
Guy from Harvard and.
He did. In the movie.
The New Year's Eve party and all that was pretty cool.
Oh man, Jesus, the women in that thing, unbelievable.
Oh, I know. Oh, and a lot of it too is, she's trying to please her father, and she's also trying to please her mother, who's not around it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right about that. That's true. Yeah, and I think Doug D.B. Sweeney that plays Doug, he just wanted to win.
Yeah,
that's what he wanted to do in the end because he always wanted to play hockey. So he just wanted to win. I think win more than even her. So, but I like the way they ended. They don't show you what happened, but
I was just gonna say that they don't show if they won or not.
They nail it though.
Yeah, that move reminded me of the move they did in Blaze of Glory, right? When he's whipping them around like that.
You're exactly right. Yeah, the Pamchenko.
Yeah, the Pamchenko.
Yeah, it was good. The ending was nice. It was a nice ending where they just said, they looked at each other and he says, "I love you," and she's, "I love you," and that was it. It was pretty cool. They went out there because they had no together, like the Russians said. You got no. You're skating like two separate people out there.
Yeah, there's no what do you call it?
Camaraderie or whatever you want to call it. I mean, there wasn't nothing out there, but this did very good actually. The ratings weren't bad. It did a 7, as you know, or 6.9 on IMDb. It got some pretty good ratings. A lot of people liked it. They said they were. You know why they were good? Did you see that?
I saw it. I got a 6.9, which is a lot higher than I thought it was going to be.
I agree totally with you, but people liked it because they said they had good chemistry, and they said the actors in the background made it work too. Remember we talked about the character actors? Yeah.
Yeah.
The father, it worked good. It worked good.
No, that's what I mean. It's like, could they have casted better actors? Sure, but it worked with what they had.
I agree.
Like I said, she played that bitch role like awesome.
She did. She
chemistry. Chemistry. That's what it is.
It is. Chemistry.
They didn't have the chemistry skating.
No, they did not. No,
but they had the chemistry. They loved each other.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Well, when the guy you mentioned, I forgot what his name was in the movie. The other guy that proposes to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Doug was. I don't know. I knew that wasn't going to last, of course.
No, of course not.
Going to happen, but yeah, it was good. It was, like I said, it was. You got to remember, it's a skate movie.
Different movie.
So let's don't get too. Yeah, you got to. I always told Linda, when you rate these movies, you got to rate it for what they are. It's a skating movie, so you take skating movies, and you try to rate them together. But when you get to baseball movies, football, it's hard because there's so many of them, so many different types. But
I'm trying to think of the last. I'm going to say the last figure skating movie we did was Blaze of Glory.
Well, you did. Yeah, it's Blaze of Glory, right? And I, Tonya. Is that the only 3 you did so far?
We did I, Tonya.
Right.
I think so. Might have done one.
I can't think of any that you could.
No, I think that's really it. So yeah, when you compare for those, have you seen I, Tonya?
No, haven't seen it.
I, Tonya's a good watch. That's Tonya Harding.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that about the whole thing?
Yeah. Well, it's about her. You see how she was raised, and
right.
And yeah, it has to do with her.
Right.
What's the other girl? She gets
Nancy Kerrigan.
Nancy Kerrigan. Yes. Now,
who played? Well, I'm not going to ask you who played her, but did she play a good part? The person that played her?
Margot Robbie played her. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Wow. She was great.
She's a good actress too.
Yes. Dude, I saw Barbie just passed another big milestone. Just cranking it.
Barbie's been kicking butt.
Yeah.
I never thought that would happen, but it did.
No.
Barbie's been around for like 100 years, I think.
Long
something
time.
Like that. Yeah.
But all right. Well, like I said, we could think pretty much ran its course, huh? We can get into the. We'll give the rating.
Yeah, you go ahead.
So it got a 6.9.
It did.
Which, like I said, I mean, the longest yard got a 7.1. Which is like, but again, you can't compare it to those. Yeah.
No, you can't. I mean,
I'm trying to think. The story is a tough one to rate.
It really is.
I don't think I'm glad I watched it. I don't really care to watch it anymore.
No, I don't either.
I feel like it needed like a few more actors. I don't know. It needed some star power, I guess you could say.
I agree with you.
As well as the two actors did.
Right.
With Kelly and they did a great job playing that role. It lacked that big that just big presence, you know.
No, I agree with you. I agree totally.
It's funny. We were watching some movies on the weekend. We watched Uncle Buck. Did I tell you that?
I love Uncle Buck. We got to do that for a kick one day.
Well, I figured we'd do trains, planes, and automobiles for Thanksgiving.
Oh, that'll
be a good one to do. But you see, it was funny. You see Macaulay Culkin, and every time he gets into the scene, he just steals it. Steals the scene.
He's a kid.
And even the other girl, the other little girl who was also in Field of Dreams.
Yes, she was. Yes.
She was great too.
She
was great, but he has that star power. He steal every scene. Every time he would show up, I would just start laughing because he would just.
I know.
It was awesome.
I like that. That's a good scenario. It's funny you say that, Uncle Buck, because the girl that plays in Uncle Buck, the sister.
Yeah.
You know, the older one.
She
reminds me of the girl in the movie, but she was a bitch.
Real bitch.
She was, yeah.
Real bitch.
So, she reminded me of that, too. That's pretty good you mentioned that. So that's what I was thinking.
So the cast, I'll give like a 6. I give it a 6.5 because, like I said, I did enjoy. They were pretty good. And then I'll do the story. Yeah, it was like a 6.5. I'm gonna go with a 6.5. That's about it, really. If it's on TV again, I'm probably. Casey loves this. Casey loves this movie.
A lot of people do, man. But like I said, it's got to be your thing. 6.5, huh? I'll give it I'll give it a straight up. I'm going to be horrible on this. I'm going to give it a straight up 6. That's about it for me.
All right.
I was almost falling asleep in the end. Sorry. It's a nice story, but there wasn't enough skating. There wasn't enough. It was horrible. I thought skating parts in it.
It was weird.
Watch the other people skating.
You're right. When they showed the action, it was almost like in slow-mo too.
It was.
When they filmed it. It was weird.
You know, I didn't want to watch their skates. The best parts, like you said, were when they were in the
fighting with each other.
Place.
Oh yeah, when they're fighting with each other.
Yeah. About a 6, straight up 6.
Yeah. Well, what can you do, right? They all can be winners.
That's what I think. So.
But I'm sure, like I said, there's lots of people who love the movie and they're gonna listen.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get into the poll I put up today, which was late, but we Rush, and that's with a little bit of who's in that. It's like 8.1. Chris Hemsworth, Daniel Brühl. That's the German guy that was in a lot of the. He's in the. Which movies? The Avengers.
Wait a minute. I might have saw this movie. I think I did.
Really?
Yeah, I gotta look again. I gotta see on there. I think this is the movie I'm thinking about. I don't know. I don't know if I saw it.
So he's in it. Olivia Wilde. So there's a few people in this. There's a few people in this movie.
It should be pretty good. It should be pretty good.
So that one against the Secretariat, which Secretariat's Triple Crown. I know you.
I know. It's tough.
We'll get to that movie though.
We'll get to it.
I didn't know what to put this up against. So I was trying to think of if there's any other racing sports
I know.
Sports movies.
There is, but there's older ones. Remember I asked you about that? Yeah, back in the 50s and 60s, you had a lot of different But I mean, you know, Mickey Rooney's in those. I mean, I don't know.
Oh yeah. I mean, do you consider the first Fast and the Furious movie was a racing movie? Technically, I mean, the first, not about the first.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's true. It is. Yeah.
And now it's more of an action.
Yeah.
Pull them up.
I'll see if I can find something that can go with it. Because we already did Seabiscuit,
I googled a few. Like I even saw Rebel Without a Cause. He's a racer.
James Dean.
James Dean, right?
Yeah, that's an excellent movie, man.
Yeah,
it's one of the last movies he made, I think, actually, before he got killed. Yeah. And you'll never guess how he got killed in a car.
How do you get car accident?
Yeah, car accident. I think
so. Paul Walker.
Yeah, Paul. That's a shame.
Yeah, I know.
That was horrible.
Yeah,
it was horrible.
But so yeah, Rush will be the next movie that we do.
Okay, that sounds good.
Looking forward to that. I think that's all I really got on the agenda there. You got anything else you want to add?
No, I'm just looking forward to October. That'll be fun.
Yes, October.
This October movies, the scary movies. That'll be fun. Something different to do.
Something different, yeah. Just because we're a sports movie podcast doesn't mean we're
no.
We do whatever we want.
That's right. Yeah.
And except we'll have to start thinking about Thanksgiving and some movies in there too. And
yes, definitely.
We get a good layout of what the next few weeks come. So
that'll be cool. And then January starts. We'll go back to the start whatever we're gonna do again. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
All right. Cool. Sounds good. Anything else?
That'll do it.
All right. That's the ball game.